Hey, so what's up guys, this is Maynard. I'm back with another More to Explore with Maynard. I'm actually on the Roughlock Falls trail. And there's actually two separate trails out on this one. This one actually heads up towards Roughlock Falls itself. It starts at Spearfish Canyon Lodge, or just behind it, and walks up this trail, which is actually pretty cool. I've been on this trail a couple times before, and it is extremely popular during the summer. So either come, I would say, early morning or late at night, or later in the afternoon, I should say. That's kind of cool. But of course, the trail is actually pretty good size. I think it's 1.5 miles from the trailhead up to Roughlock Falls and back down. So about 3/4 of a mile up and 3/4 of a mile back down. And the falls is pretty cool. You can park either directly at the falls and walk down and then walk back up, or you can do this direction, because I kind of wanted to include the other trail, which is called the Savoy Trail, because it actually goes to the Savoy Trailhead, which is a little like a fishing spot, a little dam that has a lot of trout in it. It's actually pretty popular with fishermen around this area, so it's pretty cool. But I'm wearing pants and my hiking shoes, mainly because this trail is pretty well kept. You know, it ruts out every now and then because of the rain, and it's due to nature, but the guys tend to keep this trail pretty well maintained, and it's pretty wide. Like I said, they have to keep it well maintained because during the summertime there are a bunch of people that come to this particular trail, because it's got extremely beautiful picturesque scenes. The other one I wanted to try to take you to, and we'll see if I can actually get there today, is down by Bridal Veil Falls. There's Devil's Bathtub in that area as well. But there are little spots to kind of sit and chill. Long trail. And takes you back down to this little dam down here, if you'd like to walk down there. I always love trails that have little interpretive signs and sites that tell you about it. That one tells you about bird species and the natural species that can be found in the water around the lakes and ponds we have here. This is not too bad of a hike. You got a few little hills here and there. I think you should probably only come upon maybe 1 or 2 other families walking on this one, unless there's a bunch that parked up top. tends to be a pretty area that a lot of people tend to take their significant other to and propose. Here's a little area that's good for taking photos, things of that nature. Oops. Oh. So I'm trying to hold my strap. Looks like people are doing some off-roading. There's another little one. Tells you about the wildlife. Like I always say in most of my videos, I'm more scared of mountain lions than anything else. So I want to buy a bigger knife, just in case, you know, strapped to my belt. Lord knows I might run upon somebody not in their right mind, you know, one of these days. But look at that. You know, they say Spearfish Canyon is a gorgeous place to come and do some fly fishing too. I actually have a friend has a YouTube channel, or not a YouTube channel, but an Instagram page dedicated to fishing. So he goes and fishes all over the state. And I think he actually goes out of state as well, but yeah, he does a lot of fly fishing, reel, you know, does a lot of off boat. I think his dad owns a boat. They take it out to the river and do some fishing off of that, which is actually really cool. And I like coming in the evening, even though there's quite a bit of mosquitoes out right now. I like coming in the evening so that way it's a little cooler. This entire day was actually pretty cool. I'm coming up on a family. A little further up, you can see them coming around the bend. They probably see me coming because I'm wearing bright blue. Take a look at this. That's pretty cool. Beavers! I wonder if that's a beaver dam right there, actually. There's a dam in the middle that's kind of built up. Oh! Oh!
Hello.
Hi! Of course, they have families like that. It's a pretty good sized one. I'd love to take my family back on another vacation. That'd be fun. I really want to go back to the Grand Canyon and do some trail videos down there. That'd be great. But of course, I have to work. And if I could do this as a full-time job, man, I'd love it. I'd love just to travel, do the trails.
Did you see knife when you were walking?
No.
Like this big?
Huh.
Yeah.
Nothing yet. Apparently that guy lost his knife. Sounds like his family found it and just was hiding it from him, of course. Yeah. Some shenanigans that go on every now and then. But it's family. I love seeing this. That's the other reason I come out. Mainly in the afternoons. I love the way the sun sets on the mountains. Especially in the Black Hills. You know, to think that these naturally formed valleys were carved out by gigantic sheets of ice carving their way through the land is actually kind of cool, you know. Leaving its imprint as it moves its way and melts. And then of course the Black Hills is just out in the middle of nowhere, you know. There's prairie land and then there's the hills. Then after you cross over the other side, it's nothing but prairie land again. But makes our state and our side of the state a little more worth coming to, you know. That little bit of travel that you'd come. I mean, but look at those streams, man. I'm telling you. I gotta get a fishing license. Don't do it illegally. Buy a fishing license. Come up to the hills. You know. Oh. And do it naturally. I used to fish a lot when I was a younger kid. Always loved getting a fishing license and heading out with my friends to the lake or cruising down Spearfish Canyon because there's a few spots you can fish where there are man-made dams and areas like that. Haven't done it in, you know, I wouldn't say about 5-6 years now. But I'd really love to do it again. Something calming. It's usually trout, so it's kind of like a catch and release for me. Because trout has a lot of bones. We used to eat them when we were a little bit. Walleye. I think I've only had catfish once. Yeah. So there's another one. That's crazy, you know. Limestone showcase. Those are kind of cool to find every now and then. Yeah. Cool, huh? Always love doing trails that have a little bit of information. You can read it, stand there and learn. Because if you're not learning, I mean, seriously, what's the purpose of going out and doing stuff? If you're not going to learn something a little bit along your way. I say knowledge is power. Look how crystal clear that water is. That's pretty clear, huh? Let me walk down there. You see right to the bottom. See what's in there. Oy. I did Little Spearfish Creek, which is a little further up this canyon here. That was actually pretty interesting jaunt. Got lost. Thought I was actually doing what's considered Rimrock Canyon. which actually happens to be on the other side. So I was on the opposite side, but they do kind of loop together. So they share part of the trail. And that's what I was on. Instead of going to the Rimrock side, I took a left and went on the little Spearfish Creek side. So that one was over 7 miles. That took a little bit. The guy had some extra water that day. And I actually brought a granola bar that I ate right before I left. So, man, I was hungry when I got done with that one. But I thought I'd come out and shoot another trail video for you guys, because I gotta go to work tonight. I'm doing an audit shift at the hotel I work at, helping train other ladies about audit. It's kind of cool. So hopefully I don't have to do another audit shift, jeez, in my life. Because that stuff does wear on you, trust me. But yeah, you see the trails kind of, they haven't really gotten to it yet. Do the whole COVID-19 thing. But yeah, the branches are cut back from there. I don't think you'll get like poison ivy or poison oak from walking this trail unless you go off trail. But I think that's with every trail. So if you go off and walk around on your own, of course you're gonna probably walk through some poisonous bushes if you don't know what they look like. It's always the standard leaves of 3, isn't it? Leaves of 3, let it be. But yeah, you get to see how like these big rocks most likely came down from way up there and just kind of crashed and are now just kind of stuck in place until nature erodes them away, if they ever do. Because Spearfish Canyon has had a couple rock slides every now and then. Some pretty big rock slides, let's put it that way. You ain't seen nothing yet, according to that. If you're close attention, you might see, or you might miss something. It's kind of cool. Up birds, natural wildlife that's here. But yeah, this one's an easy one. You can do this in a day. Make sure you're getting up closer to the falls now. You can actually hear it. Get a little louder. I'll take you on the bottom one and I'll take you up top, so. I like these benches are kind of cool. So there's this. Let's take a look at this real quick. So I actually started down here. This is where I originally started. Start walking. And now we're here. So I'm going to take you over here and then we'll eventually go up top. So. And there's the falls. Not for just the sound itself of a waterfall. The video is pretty cool. Just that sound. Just put my hammock up, go to sleep. Of course, I gotta go all the way back into Lude and get dressed and get ready for work. Like I said, work. It's not for just these little moments. Oh, people are throwing coins in there now. See little shiny dots, those are coins. People are making wishes and throwing them in there. Alright, so I got 6 minutes left before this video will actually shut off. So you'll see a break between now and probably at the other end of the trail, where I'll try to do the Savoy one real quick. That one's a little longer. It's like a mile down and a mile back. So I think like 2 miles. This one's only been 3/4 of a mile. So if you want to do both in one day, it's actually doable. It's not too far. We're getting up to the top, and this is where all the other people sometimes park. There's a parking area right up around that corner there, where a lot of people tend to park and then walk down to the falls, walk back up, and then they just go instead of walking the entire trail, which I can see, you know, elderly and people that are out of shape might not be able to do. There's 2 vantage points, one right there. One right here. I'm going to walk up a little bit. I'll show you where this other end is. Because there are a few areas you can take pictures of it. Like I said, there's an area up here, and that's where people park. There's a bathroom. And then there's this. Well, all right. Oops, Mr. Please keep out. Alright guys, that was my little jaunt up to see Roughlock Falls. And like I said, this video will stop here. It does about a 27-30 minute little video. But I'm going to get back down the trail towards Savoy. And I'll see if we can get one of those in. Maybe even catch one of the other little falls on our way to maybe even Bridalveil. If I can fit that in, I'll try to. If not, I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Alright, later. Bye.